So hi guys, I want to talk about something called app screenshots. I know this kind of as a point in our when we're about to publish an app, we come to this level and we're about to publish an app and they're asking for app screenshots and we tend to start hustling and find it very difficult. Now we know we are all programmers, not technically, we're not designers, and doing it is very difficult. So one of the ways I did it back there in the past, I used Photoshop. I use Photoshop or I use Figma. I just find the template online. Then I don't mind. I don't really mind if it was messy, but I will just do it anyway and publish it. So I want to show you the most easiest way for you to create your app screenshot. And this way you can target both. If you are a cross-platform developer, you can target both Android, iOS, iPad, even the watch and TV. Now you just have to download Picasso. The name of the application is Picasso. I think it's only available for Apple devices. So you download for the Mac on the Mac Store, or you go to the Apple Store to download it. So once you get it downloaded, it looks just like this, just like this. Now I think yours, if you are starting afresh, this template, this project history will not be here. So these are just my two projects which I've used it for. So if I should go on this, you can see this is the design which I have here. This is the design I have here. If I should go, this is the iPad, and if I should scroll, this is the iPad version, and this is the iPhone design. So this is everything and everything on it. So once you have it downloaded, you will have to create a new document. Create a new document. Now this is what I was talking about. If you are using an iPhone, just turn it on. You are targeting iPhone. I'm designing for iPad. Now if you are publishing for Apple, you must also publish for iPad. So you click on it. But for simplicity, I'm just going to turn this off. So you are also doing Android, you click on this. Mac version, Apple Vision Pro, click on it, and the rest. But for just this tutorial, I'm just going to go for iPhone. And I click continue. Now, the next thing for you is just to select template. What template you want to use? Now, I'm going to use the Zoom. If you want to just start with a blank template, just go to it, skip. But let me just go with the Zoom. I select template. Now, on this stage, I'm just going to select my title, that's my font background color and my background color. But I'm just going to stick with the default one. Then the next one is font. What you want to change? You want to change the font style and the size. But I'm just going to stick with this one, and I'm going to just continue. Now import XC string file. Now XC string files are kind of for localization. So you have to import these, but for this case, I'm going to skip this and set up later. Now the next thing here, you can see we have all our screenshots here. We have all our screenshots. If you want to add more, you can just add and select what design you want and you click continue. If you feel like, oh, I want to add a device, or I want to add Android later, just come in here. I think yes, you come in here and you add a group. Okay, I want to add iPad. I click on the display type I want, and iWatch, anyone you want to do, or you want to create a different display for your iPhone. You come here and click the display you want, same as Android, and you do the same for it. So let us walk through how you can design each of the screenshots. Now the first one, you click on it. Now you can see we have the background. We can change the background color. So that will go with yellow. Or I want to go and add a gradient. I can put a gradient color. Or I want to put an image. I will come and select from file. Select from file. I think I have one right here. I have one right here. This is the one I have. Then I select and I import. You can see we have the background here. So, but let me just go back to the image, the color. Let me go back to the color because we want to just work with color. Work with color. Then the next thing is the text. We can also change the text. Now the text are just, I'll say welcome. Let me call this app. Let me call it tutorial app. This is my app. I just update it. I can also go and do some property change. I can say, oh, I want to use custom font, and I use this font, and I want to adjust the size, change it more bigger. That's it. I can also add shadow, and you just play around with it, and that's it. Now the screenshots. And the screenshot is, this is the frame that was given to us. We can adjust this. We can pick a screenshot and place on top. We just click on it and go to file. And you can see we have, I think I have some screenshots here. I have some screenshots here. I'll just click on this and import. You can see the image is there. Now, I think we are done with this one. We're done with this one. Then I go to the next one. And I also put some image, pick from my file, and I click on it and I put, and I do with this. I do with this. Also, why is it not going the first time? I click on it and I add it. So now I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screenshots. And the last one is, let me say I don't like this. I can delete it. I can also come here and I add, maybe I want to add a frame, device frame. And device frame, I choose from, you can see we have different iPhone devices. I can say, let me go with the iPhone 13. Now this is the iPhone 13. I can put a screenshot on this. Now putting a screenshot on this, yes, this is how the screenshot will look. Then I can, let me say I adjust, I can scale, or let me make it more smaller. Yes. Then I can rotate. Oh, why is it going that way? Come here. Put it there. Yes. So this is how it is. I can also add more items, maybe image. I can import an image, maybe a logo. I can say a logo. I think I have one here. Use that one. Use this one. Yes, I can import this logo. You can change the size. It's too big. And put it up here. And I say done. So these are my app screenshots. These are my app screenshots. And this is like very, very easy. Instead of using Photoshop and doing all those jibbery. Now the next thing is publishing this. Now publishing this is as also easy as creating it. So I will just go to my Apple Store. I'll go to my App Store Connect. And I don't have the app. I will just create my new app. Say I'm creating a new app. I'm going to iOS. I will call this tutorial. English. Then bundle ID. Let me use one of the bundle ID I have. Then local. This is full access. Then I create. You can already use if you want to. Okay. Let me say tutorial. plus, and I do like this. Okay, and we have our app created already. Now the next thing, we have to link it to this place. Now it's I already have my account signed in, so in your case it might be asking you to sign your account in. So once you create this, you can see now we have that app loaded here. We just have to link it, and it's been linked here already. Prepare for submission. Now this is just it. So the next thing we have to do is export. Now we are going to export to App Connect like this, or we are going to export to our file manager. Now uploading to the App Store Connect requires to go to the premium plan. For you to go to the premium plan. So if you just click upload, it will go directly to your screenshot here. But for my case, let me just export to file manager. Now export to file manager, and this is it. Create where you want to put it. I put it in my download. Because you have export 6 screenshots. And if I should go to my download, I have it here. You can see it here. We have these, and we have these. These are all my screenshots. These are all my screenshots. Now I will just come in here, and I think the screen we work on is 6.9. 6.9. Just view all sizes. 6.9. This is 6.9. So we go in here, and we just drag and upload. Drag and upload. So the next thing we see it's scattered. We see it's scattered. So we just drag. I think this is the next one. This is the next one. This is the last one we work on. So it's very, 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 very easy. Come in here and you see your app screenshot. So the same thing applies to iPad. Now, if you want to do your iPad, you just we add a group iPad. I think iPad 13 display. iPad 13 display. So it's just the same process. Add the image and do that. So in your case, if I should have my icon also showing here, to also update in this place. So the next thing we just have to, if we want, we save it as in a file tutorial. So once I launch this, I can see it here. So we can always come in here and adjust as much as we like. So that's it, guys. So if you find this tutorial very resourceful, please hit the subscribe button, and likes and share it to all your developers and your friends. Thanks very much.